Shalom, shalom. I'm going to start off this video by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and the men on down that rule well, that teach well, while learning truth 100% according to the Bible. I also want to say shalom to the elect, the 144,000 men, the prophets, the servants scattered abroad the four corners of the earth. And shalom to the Akwaf, which are you sisters that are sincere, and your children. Shalom. And in today's video, going to be another video from the brother Arrows of Indignation 144. Subscribe to that brother channel. Got a lot of edifying content on his page. But I'm going to be building off of this video that I've seen him post. As you can see from the title, it says dire warning, from Port of Los Angeles executive, major shortages are coming, man. Right. And this is what the men of the Lord have been warning people about for decades, starting with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. But you're going to have a lot of shortages coming due to all of these tariffs that DJT is, putting on China and all of these other countries that is going to affect Displaced America, Babylon the Great, the worst. So, you can expect a lot of shortages, and that main shortage is going to be that famine of food. That's what's coming soon, man. You already got CEOs at Walmart and people in these high positions and businesses and CEOs and things of that nature coming out saying that soon to come, due to these tariffs, that there's going to be food shortages, man. And, ultimately, when this food shortage happens, then, that's going to ultimately create a lot of panic in the people, man. People are already panicking now, seeing as everything that's happening, as far as with, jobs and things of that nature, people being laid off, not being able to work as much as they used to, because Displaced America is constantly imploding. Day by day, this place is constantly going more into debt. And this place is, ultimately coming to an end, man. So the more we get closer to the end of this place, the more you're going to see, like I said, all of these evils, these bad times occur in this place, man. And this is ultimately Yahweh Bashem Yahushua judging this place, man, for all of his wickedness, and the people that are in this place. If you're not of the Lord's elect, you're going to be judged, and you're going to feel the harshness of all of this stuff that's soon to come to this place, right? But I'm going to go get a precept before we get into the video, so bear with me. Go to the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 6, because, food shortages and the stores being empty and stuff like that, that's all biblical prophecy. And these things ultimately will take place, man, soon to come, So bear with me while I get that real quick. All right. I'm going to go to 2nd Esdras. Bear with me. Chapter 6. And I'm going to start at verse, bear with me, Salakia. I'm going to start at verse 22. And it says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. And those storehouses is talking about all of these stores, man. Soon to come, all of these stores that you go to now that have food in it and resources, your Walmarts, your Krogers, all of these different places, man. Soon to come, when these tariffs fully hit and affect this place, Babylon the Great America, a lot of these stores, like I said, you got CEOs and all type of different people from these companies coming out telling you that these things are soon to come. So a lot of these stores in the near future are going to be empty, man. And the only way you're going to be able to, like I said, be sustained in these times is if Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua is dealing with you, man. Because we know ultimately the Lord said that he will provide a way for his elect, as it says in the book of Psalms, chapter 37. And I'm going to go to that precept. Because the Lord is going to provide for his elect. Lord's will we be at that hopeful number. But everybody else that is not of the elect, man, they're going to feel the pressure that's going to come from these tariffs, man, and how bad it's going to actually get out here in this place, America. This is Psalms 37:25, KJV. I have been young and now I'm old, yet have I not seen the righteous, right? Meaning the elect, 1/3 forsaken, nor his seed begging bread, man. So the Lord is ultimately going to make a way for the elect in these times, as it tells you in Isaiah 65. And I'm going to go to that precept as well, right? The Lord is going to provide a way for his men and his women in these times. But everybody else that is not of that elect remnant, that 1/3 remnant, you're going to be suffering in these times, man. And it says, Isaiah 65:13, KJV, therefore thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Verse 14, behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart and shall howl for vexation of spirit. And those that are going to be howling for vexation of spirit are going to be 2/3 of our people, right? Of the nation of Israel that didn't want to hearken unto this message, that didn't want to repent and turn back to their power, those that are not of the elect, and as well as with you heathens as well. You people are going to be howling soon to come, man, when all of this stuff actually fully comes into effect, man, which is coming soon, you know. But hey, as it tells you in Ezekiel 33:33, lo, when it comes, then shall they know that a prophet have been among them, roughly paraphrasing, because a lot of people don't believe that these things are going to come to pass because, like I said, they're still able to go to the stores now, still able to go to Walmart and see chips and, you know, all of the things in which it is that you might want to buy on these shelves. So when the men of the Lord tell you people these things, you don't think this stuff is actually going to happen. You think it's just a fantasy, or we're just talking to try to fearmonger, or whatever the case you people may believe. But these things are actually going to take place, man. And Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua is ultimately the one that's bringing all of these things to pass. You know, that's why the Lord has set up watchmen in these times to warn you people of these events, man. As it tells you in Ezekiel 3:17, you know, son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel, people before is a place, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Therefore, hear the word in my mouth and give them warning from me. And that's what we're doing through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, giving you people warning of what's to come, man, which is, you know, times like never before, you know. But I'm going to get back into this video so, you know, we can just basically hear what it is that they're talking about, you know. But these times are coming, man, you know. And the men of the Lord, like I said before, have warned you people. So when these things begin to take place and the pressure really starts to set for this place, America, Babylon the Great, you know, you got the stock market crashing, all types of different things happening. So, I mean, this place, America, is finished, man. You know, no point of you people trying to store up treasures and riches in this place that you're not even going to be around to reap, man, because this place is about to go down. What's coming is that new system, man. And that's why you seeing everything in America crumble, because ultimately is being done by design. So this new beast system can be put in place, man. Right. And all of this is biblical prophecy at the end of the day. So I'm going to get into this video, you know, so we can basically
just describe for us.
Fair use under the 1976 Copyright Act. I'm not getting paid for this video. It's only for educational purposes only, so fair use.
Let's take a beat, really frame it for us. How much volume has just dropped off in the last few weeks?
Yeah, about a third of the import volume, which means give or take about 50,000 20-foot equivalent units gone off the arrivals coming in next week.
From next week is when you expect to see this really hit.
That's correct. And that matches up. The announcement's back on April 2nd. Then on April 8th, a little bit of a change on everybody, ex-China, Mexico, Canada. And those arrivals are coming at us this weekend.
We'll, of course, dedicate time to your poor, but I'm just wondering how you're anticipating this rolls and ripples through the economy from here, how it hits trucking, when this turns up on the shelf. What's the distance, the time from when you see a drop-off in volume and when we, as consumers, see the shortages?
Right. So CEOs are telling me, hit the pause button, right? I'm not going to import anymore at these kind of prices. Let's wait and see. I don't know if it's going to be 2 hours, 2 days, or 2 weeks till I get some clarity. Then hiring off the table for right now. Capital investment, pause. And the retailers...
Right, so we're hearing everything that this guy is basically telling us, you know, that due to these tariffs, you know, that the Lord is allowing Trump to put on these nations. Because we know it tells you in Proverbs 21:1 that the king's heart, meaning his mind, is in the hands of the Lord, and he turneth it whithersoever he will. So Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is ultimately the one that's controlling Trump, the elites, and all of these other people's minds in doing the things in which it is they're doing in the earth right now. The Lord is in control of that. So the guy just basically said that, you know, we don't know, you know, when these food shortages can ultimately hit, man, you know, or he said he doesn't know if it's going to be a week